The one thing that we've been able to do here that I think is different, besides the things I mentioned, is that it's got to be real. If it's not real, people know it. And if it's not new, people know it.
The image of a truck careened over the cliff edge in my memory, 1997. 3 days naked and alone together in August at the Deep Creek Hot Springs Ranch, eating Gouda and jerky and rustic bread in between sunning on rocks. Conceptualizing survival based upon the hunting and skinning of squirrels, also 1997. Almost 10 years naked every night anyway, unless it was too cold, and then still.
I feel cheated and silly, she confessed. Betrayed by her gambling hand, an ace of hearts, up a sleeve unused, suffered in vain, fooled by a poker's plan. Shades of spring denied its hopeful resurrection, a spark snuffed by shallow inhibitions.
Anything doesn't necessarily go.
Virtually anything goes. No nudity or there's no rules, and like everybody gets that. Nobody abuses that. There was like people have abused it, and it has its own level, and I think that's special. And maybe that's how all open mics are. But you know, open mic's a bad word. You know, I mean, like amongst people, amongst me, like you know, I'm not going to open mics if I don't have to. So.
The torture, the torture, the fortune, the fortune, the fortune, the torture, how my family tree. My face curls up in pain at the mention of his name, rich and poor, the torture, rich and poor, great and small. Oh, the torture, the torture, the fortune, the fortune, the fortune, the torture, the creature from the sea.
François Villon was a brilliant poem from the 15th century, and he, when he was about 20 years, he killed a person, and after that, he killed someone, but it was not. It was by accident. So he flew from Paris, where he lived, to another place and came there in contact with robbers groups, and so he went the wrong path, but made brilliant poems. And this poem is after he was condemned to be hanged, and his hatred of Paris he expresses by giving the idea that Paris is a very small and unknown town, by expressing that it is a town for the people who doesn't know where it is. It's a town close to Pontoise, and pretending that everyone knows where Pontoise is laying, but Pontoise is a very tiny place next to Paris. So here it is. Je suis François, dont il me poise, né de Paris, en pré-Pontoise, et de la corde d'une toise sera mon col que mon cul croise. Paris that will hang me, as Paris will hang me, that will learn my head how much my cunt weighs.
I got a quantum touch healer coming at 11, she says. I can't get over it. A quantum touch healer? Jesus, I'm laughing. What are you paying that quantum touch fucker? $70, she says. $70, huh? Quantum fucking A. It's all about that quantum trick. The guy got a degree in physics and shit, I suppose. Yeah, well, that's a given, she says. But he's late, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, well, you know, time is relative and all. He's not really late in a sense. quantum fucking touch shit and all. Jesus, fucker should just beam himself into your apartment. Jesus Christ died for your fucking quantum ass, motherfucker. I'm still a little drunk, I guess, but come on, at least she's laughing. $70? $70, that shit will disappear in a blink. Guys like the Einstein of gay, crystal brandishing, headband wearing, new age motherfuckers, I bet. You should have him saw you in half and cook you a steak dinner for $70. Quantum touch and shit.
It's one of my favorite poems. It happens to be in a woman's voice, so bear that in mind. This is China by Dorian Lux. From behind, he looks like a man I once loved. That hangdog slouch to his jeans. A sweater vest, his neck thick veined as a horsecock. A halo of chopped curls. He orders coffee and searches his pockets, first in front, then from behind, a long finger sliding into the slitted denim, like that man slipped his thumb into me that summer as we lay after love, our freckled bodies, two plump starfish on the sheets. Semen leaked and pooled in his palm as he moved his thumb slowly, not to excite me, just to affirm he'd been there. I have loved other men since, taken them into my mouth like a warm vowel, lain beneath them and watched their irises float like small worlds in their open eyes. But this man pressed his thumb toward the tail of my spine like he was entering China or a ripe papaya, so that now, when I think of love, I think of this. Dorian Lux.